What's going on, YouTube? It's Ready for Victory 22 coming back at you with another update video of MLB Tab Sports 2020. This weekend, we have Giambino's weekend. I'm going to start you off here with my team strength, working at a 277. As you know, they had the update, so this is my second lineup that I have, which has all my starting players. I have a first lineup, which I have the players I was actually using during the event, and it's probably about 23,000 difference between the strengths that I was using for the weekend. I'm not going to go into the players right now. I'm just go ahead and, hop into the event and, how it, turned out. So, in our events, this week, we placed fourth, which is great because, by the looks of things, in our bracket, you wasn't going to get first place. Serial killers, normally they're like, always above us, but we was coming correct this weekend. As you can see, I put up 56 billion. And you know, as far as like MVP rankings, placed 16th place. My partner Friars placed 15th. World rankings changed on here. Last video you saw I was number 300, so I was basically like on the tail end, just one flick of a finger, and I'm up out of the world rankings, and that's what happened. The numbers wasn't that big last week. They wasn't really that big this week. Not to hop back into the world rankings. If anything, if I am, granted access to the world rankings, it will probably be at number 99 or 298. So just two flicks of a finger and, I'm booted right back up out of there. So, not much change as, my all foil lineup, besides adding, the main player this weekend, which is Jason Giambino. And I collected 2 additional fulls this weekend. I also put up, new high rounds in the event, just as far as a prime event and everything. Put up new high rounds. And also club versus club, I put up a new high round for that too as well. Last week video was the first time I cracked 1 trillion. Yeah, no, the 1 billion, I mean, as the high score around. But I was thinking about just overall team event last weekend was a trill, but this high score around 2 million. It was so crazy because last weekend I cracked 1 billion for the first time, just from the advice from the CVC edge pass and everything. But this 2 million, like I worked to the last 30 seconds for that. It was only an hour, event, and um I played, two matches, probably get like 177 or 170, and then on my third one I got like 500 and something um million. So I was like, let me work from there. So I took that 500 and something million and turned it into 2 billion you know, within that hour. I was running out of time. I can see the timer. I'm doing good. I'm just piling on the points. Time is running out. In the back of my head, I'm like, I want to just go ahead and just. I'm probably not going to get my 2 bill because I was like at 1.7 mil, and not 1.7, 1.7 bill, and I was like, time is of the essence. So I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. But I just kept going because, I wanted to just go ahead and strike out so I can just use the rest of my tickets and just auto play, just boost auto play, get some good, rounds off. But something was telling me just keep going, which was the smart move. Because by me just, kept going, I just enhanced my probability of winning that matchup. So by the time I actually, ended it, it was about 35 seconds left. I was like, I need one more home run so I can cross, that 2 billion mark. And I got that, and I took the next strikeout, ended the game, and I'm confident. Yes, we got this. I come back. I have no recognition of what's going on in the game because I'm not really, you know, striking out or any of that to where I gotta, use gold or watch a video to restart. So when I come back, we're down like I think it was like 200 million or something of that nature. And then I looked, I'm like, oh my gosh, there was like 25 seconds left. So I went on ahead, first reaction, just went on ahead and started up a new one. I had tickets, hit the boost 40 for the boost and hit, autoplay. So I'm like, I only got enough time for one game. And then I'm like, it's gone. So, it started going, and, once it starts going, that's a good sign, when it's actually gone. But I'm looking like, when is it gonna stop? I need it for it to stop because if not, them points ain't gonna count. I need something to count. It stopped with like about between 0 to 5 seconds. And when it came on the screen, it was ready to collect. I missed all the trash talk. My leader said he was like, "Yeah, I was trash talking. I was nervous because I didn't see you online." Which, when you start, doing manual play, you don't appear online anymore. So, when I came back, it was just crazy. I had no time to see the trash talk. It was just collection time. We won. And I was like, I know. Oh, I know. The opponents, I know they was probably like, oh, this is in the bag. Like 2 minutes later, less than 2 minutes later, I got two messages. It was a couple. They was cool. It was like, oh, Man, that was a good one, and I was like, yeah, it shocked me too. And they went on ahead and told me, they was like, yeah, we was looking at the score, and she was like, my boyfriend, he was playing manually. He stopped with like what about 3-4 minutes to spare, just to chill, sit back. I disappeared within the first 3 minutes. So I was gone playing manual, but I dropped them points in at the last moment, like absentee ballots. Like the ballots are coming in, everything is, being collected. And once, deadline hit, you know, we was the winner and got my new high score around. I know I've been sitting on this page for a minute, so let me go ahead and back out of here. Last verses, I didn't really. I tried to put up some more numbers and everything as far as event wise, so I didn't really participate in this CVC. I didn't play manually. Crunch for time. Last 2 hours, I'm trying to put everything I can into there. Let's just go to the main menu. They always like to start up this little extra bases after event. I went ahead and, put in my quick 2 mil just to get that. I don't really need Legend XP like that. So I did when I wake up in the morning, I gotta go to work and everything at clock in at 8:30. Talk about going to work, just walk into the next room. But clock in at 8:30, so whatever happens from there is cool. Um, Not much change from there. Let's go ahead and get to our. Let's check out new update first before I get to the lineup. So they did the update. Don't mess around in this store. This store make you keep hitting the gold, searching for the guy that probably eluded you back in the day. The guy that you probably spent a lot of money on back in the day. I just want to know, is all the players like, say if a player drop, matter of fact, ATG. Is the ATG up in here for grabs? If so, they don't need to put tops. I mean, it's cool to have, this is pretty cool. Got, some a way to grab somebody that you didn't get before. But tell you the truth, I grabbed a couple of people I never even, had before, or people that was out before the game, before I started playing the game. And, snagged them up. But this is the weekend event. My roster, I don't have room on my roster like that. So a lot of times I purchase somebody and then trade them right out. Probably the best player I got from here would be the what was it? Chuck from the well, he's a legend, and it was from the same box with Don Baylor. So the little musician rocking back and forth box. So I got Chuck. I already untraded him, man. I didn't even need the Legend XP. I actually should have just kept the $1 million blue cash. I mean, it wasn't really worth it. I traded him in. But yeah, this is pretty nice little setup and everything. As far as you know, but no, don't try to chase or anything. So we got mystery boxes section, and I'm not really yeah, that's why I'm not really worried about the legend, because I went ahead and got all 3 field passes, everything. I even had to buy the 150 Evo tokens because I didn't have really nothing to work with this starting weekend, and everything. So I'll pull when I pull. I just pull Evo boxes when I just need the Evo. So I don't really have a good calculation of what I actually got from there. So we got the Grand Salami boxes here, and I grabbed everybody except the ATG pitcher, Waddy Ford. But and if you see, it doesn't look like I didn't grab somebody on here like Michael Taylor. I didn't have room, so I got rid of him just in case I grabbed Michael Ford. Because if you don't notice, once you run out of cap space, it don't matter if I go into my draft picks and start pulling like 20 draft picks and only had 2 spots left. That's 18 spots or 18 draft picks I pulled for no reason. It ain't like back in the days you can just collect a pile of draft picks and trade them back in. So it isn't like that. So now we got the Gardeners box too as well. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit the Gardeners box. I was just trying to look and see what was in it, but I ain't tripping about that gold. Just give me the old, Legend XP. So let's go ahead and look at this box. Yeah, and same here. Pulled everybody. I pulled Ozzie Smith earlier, from one of those little, $19 special. It was like damn near almost 60 boxes. I didn't have them, so I need them for a 4th set. I was able to get 4 sets this weekend, which I'll show you those sets. Not tripping. I am kind of thinking about that 250 gold I just spent. How did I make that mistake of hitting that? I don't know how, but it happens. I'm quite sure it happened to everybody, especially when it kind of lingers a little bit sometimes and you accidentally hit it again. As long as it wasn't no first round draft pick type of hit, that would be the worst. Like, thinking about that all night. So the field passes are active and in effect. Milestones was lovely. That's the main reason why I had got all 3. I put up some nice points productively this weekend. It almost looked kind of similar to what got me into the world rankings, but I'm not counting on that number of that world rankings or any of that. It's crazy how I was just thinking about something when I was playing the CVC event. They just got code name plaster all up in the inside. I'm just like, golly, glue need to lighten up. I can understand when they say, "Oh, you can win the in stadium sign." I didn't know they was just gonna have it just plastered. Golly, get off that man. Golly, this ain't like they on that man harder than Aaron Judge. That's all I gotta say. Um, and a couple of things in here. All right, let's go ahead and check out this collection first. So, I just like to, come in here and, look at the collection and everything. And they also added this sets in here, which, if you collect certain sets, you'll be able to cash out on some gold and everything. If you collect, everybody, I'm quite sure, started off with a bunch of gold up in here and most likely blew it. 9 times out of 10. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our lineup and we're going to switch this to lineup 1. And this will be the lineup that I was using during the event. So we got Martin Maldonado and, Astros did pretty good, decent. I didn't really use Evo to cap players because I was repulling, but, Jason I use Evo to cap him, and yeah, he played good. I got him from the field pass, so 792 is really like the actual number that I actually played with him for entirely as far as in general, me playing a bit. And those home runs are looking good, hits looking good. He's gonna be part of my um first base team, so yeah, he's gonna take Perez's spot. Willie Rendon played good too as well. Home runs, hits, played good. No reason to waste Evo on that. Ozzy, as you can see, I only had him for 239 games. He averaging good home runs. Had to go ahead and boost him out because I'm gonna go ahead and replace my shortstop. But I'm gonna have my shortstop, sitting, pretty and everything, in the substitutes area, which you know, he's still gonna be a factor. So Ted Williams, I know you seen him last time, but he was involved in this event, and I went on ahead and boosting him out up there too as well. Dante, um, yep, putting up them numbers. Reggie, Reggie, putting up nice solid numbers there too as well. Played the same amount of games because I didn't start playing these games till I had what I was picturing up in my head is what I wanted to be in my lineup. So Jose and Freddie Freeman was a choice. I chose Jose just because it would have been cheaper. I didn't have him capped out or anything, but I had him close to platinum. But he put up some numbers in which it did produce fairly on my lineup. And as 94 out of 95 inactive, I don't think I really produced Joe DiMaggio numbers last time, but Joe DiMaggio, he is on my starting lineup and everything. So these are just some players I acquired. Just a little quick rundown and a quick run up. All right. Go ahead and get to those pictures I have for the weekend. Vita Blue. He played 314 games, 2 losses, a lot of strikes. Zach plays well. Brandon, not too shabby. Trevor Hoffman, you'd think a reliever. Like golly, a reliever. Whew, putting up some serious points there. And the rest of my lineup. Pulled a couple of throwbacks like Zach Greinke. I gunned for them when he came out, but I ended up getting them from the little players box. And Miles, I also got him from the players box. Can't pass it before. And as far as starting lineup number 2, let's just check out the pictures I have for my starting lineup number 2. All right, one last thing I want you to check out is the sets I did pull. All right. So here's 2 sets. And and if you was curious, like how many points and everything I was, possibly scoring and everything, this can give you like a number. So that's just like one, that's my highest scoring, um, for the weekend. So that just give you like an example, like, you know, and the most runs I put up was like 430, I believe. But that was earlier, like around Friday or something in the event. Maybe Friday. I don't know. But yeah. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Y'all take care.